How's it going, guys? Matt from MTG Ownage here. We're going to be playing a little bit of ReAnimator in this new standard. Now, I'm totally winging this deck. It's very much uh, I don't know, just a deck, to kind of explore the format. But I do have a few themes in here, and I've been playing this a decent amount, and I feel like it's been going better than I've expected a lot of times. So I just want to show this deck and have a little fun with it and maybe get some feedback, see what you guys think. But also, keep in mind that this is really subjective. I'm probably only going to do like 2 or 3 matches, and in those 2 or 3 matches, you typically don't see everything, and it's often down to luck. But here is the deck, and I'll show you sort of what the themes end up being. Now, you'll see some really odd cards in here, like Myers Grasp. I had 4 of these in here, and it's because of Luris. Luris Luris is crazy. I don't know what they're gonna do about this card eventually, but Myers Grasp and Luris shut down every weenie deck basically. If you've got smaller, fast creatures, I can Myers Grasp them. I'll get a Luris out. I'm gonna keep playing Myers Grasp over and over on your creatures, and it's just game over. So just these 2 cards alone can end games sometimes, and it's interesting. Agonizing Remorse just it shuts off a lot of those really mean combos. A lot of decks they end up playing a really powerful 4 or 5 drops. So Agonizing Remorse sort of shuts that down. Or that's the goal. Just a single glass casket in here. It's another thing I get back with Luris. Just a single Fissure Wizard. It's sort of an odd card in here, but something else you can play with Luris and Chump Block, and also discard your big stuff to reanimate. Croxa, because Croxa just goes so well with Luris as well. So you start to see a lot of Luris theme, and here we go, Necropanther. Another sort of odd card in the deck, but this can get back Luris, and it can also get back Croxa and Fissure Wizard, and that's really about it, but this guy can come in clutch, and he's also just a 3/3 for 3, so he ends up being a decent blocker sometimes too. So I've got kind of a sort of a small base here that is meant for survival, basically. And it's also got some ReAnimator stuff too. We're also running 4 Shatter the Skies. There's just so many creature heavy decks right now. E to Extinction is nice for exiling. Same with Extinction Event, just 2 of those. So we've got a lot of resets in here well. So a lot of anti-aggro, a lot more anti-aggro. Some Rankle, he's really good because he just helps us discard, and his bag of tricks is amazing. And then we get to the big ReAnimator part. So where this deck shines is once you get to about 5 mana and you start playing Kenrith, Baneslayer Angel, Elspeth Conquers, Drain of the Last Bloodsheaf, Terror of the Peaks, and just a single Rise to Glory. Rise to Glory can also grab that Myers Grasp back and hit something while grabbing something of yours. A nice 2-for-1. Thwart the Grave, I've been kind of playing around with this. I don't know if this is that great, honestly. I've only got a few cards that even reduce the cost, like I've got a Wizard, I've got a Rogue, but that's really it. Now there is a Warrior too, Marag. I'm trying this guy out, seeing how he goes. And we've got a whole bunch of lands. What do we got? Actually only 23, but this is a land. I guess I have kind of messed up the lands as of right now. Maybe I'll drop a single Shatter the Sky or something for a land. There's a lot of considerations to make here, and that's sort of the point of doing this video. But the low end of the deck, you really only need a fair bit of mana. Maybe I will drop a Shatter the Sky and add in another land, because I feel like it needs it. Let's see, but what do we add? We probably want to add some multicolored land, something that can tap for about anything. Let's see what we got here. Not a whole lot of choices, really. Are there any lands that are all 5 colors? I don't think it quite shows these. Maybe I'll just throw in like another fetch land of some sort. It's probably the best choice, like an Evolving Wilds, maybe even. Just because I have, let's see, 3, 6, 7 basic lands, which is a decent amount. And maybe I even want another red. I guess I could just throw in another mountain. Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. Alright, well, let's get into some games. There's only 24 lands in the deck. That seems like it's, well, I guess 25 with the other whatever. coming to play tapped, the Ondu inversion land. So, yeah, we're just going to give it a go as it is. I might tune a little bit mid-video. But I just want to see if this is workable. You know, in all the playtesting I've done, I never felt like I was getting land screwed too much. So I don't know if they've either... You know, I don't want to speak too soon. Who knows what's going to happen. Alright, here we go. So this is after the reset. I'm a little low in the rank right now because of the reset. Just tends to happen. I've got 3 opening lands. I've got an Agonizing Remorse. Kenrith and Morag aren't too helpful, but I can probably play this E to Extinction. I guess I'll keep it. This isn't the best hand. Oh, yeah, we're probably going to lose. Yikes. For a champion is not what we want to be up against. I'll probably just go ahead and drop this. Get it in there tapped. As much as I want to do the Triome, that's going to come into play tapped no matter what. And oh yeah, we're in trouble. We're going to need this E2 Extinction very quickly. This deck does have a decent amount of lifesteal between... Okay, yeah, goodbye Embercleave. This deck has a decent amount of lifesteal, so as long as we survive, we can often make a decent comeback. So it is one of those comeback train type decks a lot of the times. This guy's playing oddly, so that helps, I guess. I guess it's a matter I'm tapped out. It's not like I'm going to respond. Yeah, this isn't looking good. We need a good top... Oh, that's an amazing top deck. Probably the best top deck we could get. Get rid of that Intimidator right off. And that's why Glass Casket is in here. Just need to survive that early game. Oh, this isn't a... Yikes. This is some heavy damage, though. I don't know. I don't think I can survive here. Let's see. What can I even do? Honestly, I'm going to go down to 6. He's got a shock. Yeah, he's got this. Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, what a top deck. Oh my god, this top decks are clutch right here. I think I'm going to grab... Let's see, I got double white, I got double black. I don't have double red, so we'll grab that. And we'll go ahead and shatter. It's my best play. He's only got a shock in hand. I could make a comeback with this Baneslayer Angel if I can get some life gain going on. But oh man, I just want to say I should not win this because this guy has played like a monster. Yeah, he's done. Okay. And little does he know, if I didn't top deck a land, I could have not ever won that. I think we're going to need a couple more of these Glass Caskets. And maybe we'll drop something big, like probably this Thwart the Grave. It's not too great. Eliminate's pretty good here. Drop a couple of those. Maybe a One True Love's Kiss to help get rid of... do we leave in Necropanther? Yeah, maybe we'll get rid of big stuff. I feel like getting rid of the big stuff is probably the way to go. Maybe an Elspeth. We'll put the yeah, we'll get rid of I don't know, Elspeth Conquers is decent against some things, but yeah, we'll do it in this manner. Okay. You know, gotta make some choices here. I gotta get those cheap removals in there, otherwise I'm just gonna die and never get to the late game. So drop some of the bombs out of the deck for a little bit of early game stability. Oh, that's a one-lander. No, we can't do it. Okay, that's better. Much better. We'll put back the Terror because he's a big boy that isn't going to get played anyway. It might get played now. Drop the Triome. It counts as a swamp, so that means our Locthwain Castle can come in untapped, and we can do an Agonizing Remorse. Ooh, looks like he's going to go for the Robbery. That could be really devastating against us. We've got a lot of big cards in the deck that are really mean. Yeah, let's go ahead and Agonize Remorse. See what he's got. Oh god, it's pretty rough here. I think we get rid of a Nax. Or maybe the Kargan Intimidator. Yeah, let's get rid of the Intimidator. It's the biggest damage. He's going to get more Robber the Rich goodness out of us. Oh, and he drew a land. But he can't play much. So that's really good. I did make the right choice, I feel like, with that Intimidator. Otherwise, he would have been playing it and swinging for an additional lot. Okay, that's a nice draw because it comes into play untapped, and we can now either Croxa or Necropanther. Croxa's pretty good. It does get rid of something in his deck that is, or in his hand that is clutch. And maybe we can Necropanther or eat the next turn. So let's go ahead and do the Croxa. Force his hand a little. Croxa's really nice in this deck. It's very easy to escape him. It's between the Agonizing Remorses and the Fabled Passages and the other things that end up in my graveyard, lots of removal and stuff, it's pretty good. So he's another thing that I count as being able to reanimate. If you saw my old ReAnimator decks, this is such a stark difference, but I love this. I feel like it's pretty strong. It's hit me for another 2. Oh, and he got Rankle. That's not what I want to see. Okay, we did draw a Glass Casket though, so that is really, really good. Okay, so we need double white, need double red, we need double black. I guess we get the red here. Don't need double white immediately. And I think I want to eat the Anax. I feel like it's the thing to do. I could even Glass Casket the Anax. Yeah, we'll give him his turn. I'm just gonna figure out what to eat with this eat to extinction. Okay, so that's okay, I guess. Not a big fan, but we'll let him go ahead and do the swing. Alright, we'll go ahead and do this. We gotta do it. We gotta preserve the life total. This is his last chance to use the robber, because I think I'm going to Glass Casket it next turn. See what we get on top of Bonder's Enclave. That's not bad, but we don't really need it. I'm going to... Let's see here. If I could get Croxa really soon, I could... if I put this in the yard, I'll get Croxa sooner, so I'm going to have to do that. I feel like Croxa's gonna come in clutch here for sure. Fissure Wizard is actually pretty nice in this case. Let's go ahead and get one more white mana. Might as well go ahead and do that. Now we could actually even replay Croxa, which is pretty devastating to him. I think we just go ahead and do that. Gets rid of a card in his hand, it shuts down his attacking, and it puts me on the aggressive side. And also, I got this Fissure Wizard, which could potentially discard something for my Necropanther to get back. Or not, I don't know, this might be a chump blocker. I'm on the fence about this guy. I think he's a little better than he sort of seems, but also at the same time he's not that great. Okay, well that might be game right there. I guess we have to block the robber, but we're still taking a lot of damage. And we need a really good top deck. That's not the top deck we needed. But it's the top deck we got. So I've got to do this. And he's out? Alright, well. Didn't expect him to concede off of that. If he got the right top deck, he could have ended the game. Like, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, if he like top decked a Royal Eruption, it would have been over. So I'm not sure why he conceded exactly. I guess he's just tilted. Very possible that he's just tilted. Well, that went surprisingly well. Let's give it another go. Even if he top decked a Shock, or there's so many cards he could have top decked that would have been game over for me. So I'm a little confused by that concede there. But I guess you'll have that. He just wants to get to the next game. He's tired of all my removal. I think I have too many Necropanthers in the deck. I might drop it down to just one. That would open up another slot for either another land or something else cool. Alright, let's start with this Temple of Malice. Thwart the Grave is a bit useless right now. It could be good because we'd have this Mire's Grasp in the yard and he's probably going to kill Lurrus, but we don't have the mana, so there's no real point in doing that. go ahead and do this and get this agonizing remorse going on. See what we're working with. The old rogue mill. This is actually one of my favorite matchups because I want all of this stuff in the yard. We'll get rid of your drown the lock. Please, yes please, put tons of stuff in my yard. I don't mind at all. I have so many ways to work with it. I think I just go ahead and kill this Thieves Guild Enforcer. Not sure. Maybe I should have waited a little bit longer. He's got a lot of these thieves. I think I get rid of this because I want to be able to play my Lurrus and do cool stuff with it. Let's get a nice mana base going here. Okay, well now I know what I'm up against. I'm not super worried. Just a bunch of these thieves, which I can kill with Lurrus and the awesome combo of the Mire's Grasp. And he's going to put more ammo into my yard. Thank you very much. You're a good friend. Appreciate it. So if we play Lurrus, go ahead and do this, and go ahead and just melt one of these. He is really chipping away at my life total pretty quickly here with these guys, but I'll be able to... What? He drew a fourth one? What are the odds of that? Man, that is freaking bizarre. Please give me something good I can get back with Lurrus. No, not much luck there. There is a Croxa though, which doesn't actually help a whole lot. Let's see, he can kill me next turn. No, he can't, because if I swing with Lurrus, I'll gain some health. And I can play Croxa. It's probably the play here. And I need actually one more black mana or red mana to be able to play Croxa out of the yard, but I can play him with Lurrus. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Alright, well I need a really good top deck. Yes, mill. Thank you. Oh, that's not the top deck I needed. Okay, well let's go ahead and do this. No, don't tap good mana. Tap the friggin' Monder's Enclave. There we go. So we'll go ahead and discard this Fabled Passage, draw a card. Okay, that helps. But it doesn't give us the win. He's still going to just swing for 2 and we're done. Alright, well, what are the odds that he draws so many of those? Let's put in a few more glass caskets. Let's put in... eliminate. Hey, let's just put in all of them. And we'll get rid of some of these big guys. Thwart the Graves, pretty garbage. Rise to Glory is pretty garbage. You know, really all this stuff is not that great. We'll keep the Terror of the Peaks. Yeah, we'll just do like that. He had some really, really lucky top decks. Gotta give him that. That's a 1-lander that we cannot work with. That's a 2-lander that we can... Yeah, we can work with. We got a couple removal spells. We can hold out for a while. Got the Panther. Yeah, I think I am going to drop one of the Panthers. I might even take him out altogether. I'm not convinced he's the best card. Do we keep the Shatter or the Elspeth? I think we get rid of the Elspeth here. And let's go for it. Let's see that instant rogue. Oh, he doesn't have it. Doesn't have the first turn, whatever it's called, and we are not drawing lands, so that's pretty rough here. And he doesn't have the flash creatures, so I'm curious what he's got going on. I don't have anything going on. I am not drawing the mana I need. There's that Edge Thief. Yes, please mill me. Let's see if I get the odd luck of he mills all land. He did. So just a game of terrible luck now at this point. Like, what are the odds I draw everything but mana? So we'll go ahead and Glass Casket this guy. I'm sure he's going to counter it. I'm sure he's sitting on a, whatever it's called, Drown in the Lock, yeah. That is assumed. Because he's not playing any other creatures. He's either got a bunch of removal or a bunch of Drown in the Locks or a bunch of both. And this is just what we're up against. This is the meta. You're pretty much going to be going up against this rogue deck like 90% of the time. It's a little bit of a frustrating deck, but what are you going to do? Go ahead and show me that Drown in the Lock. Thank you very much. Don't worry. I have more removal. This thing is not hitting me very hard, and I really don't mind the mill. The mill actually helps me in the long run quite a bit. But just the amount of counters he is sitting on is absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and do it even yet another time. See if he's got that third Drown in the Lock. Nope, this is an Ashiok's Erasure. Alright. We're going to play the land. Well, it's good to see that he is mostly out of counters. But I do have another problem, and that is all these creatures. So we'll see if he's got yet another counter. We'll go ahead and Shatter the Sky, see what he does about this. Is he running yet another? Yep. Wow. Just chock full of counter spells. Not much I can do about that. So he has literally just 2 creatures, lands, and 4 counters so far. Alright, yep, mill me all day, that's fine. And I'm assuming he has removal or more counters, which, you know, seals the deal. I am dead here. I have tried 4 different things to stop his onslaught, and they have all been countered. Pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. I guess we'll grab... the white man of Storm Choice have tons, but it doesn't matter. I have everything else I need, pretty much. There's not really anything I can do here. I can eat to extinction the Nighthawk and try to survive that way. But I'm assuming he's got yet another counter because his deck is just chock full, and we'll go ahead and concede if he's got one. Yep, that's the 4th Drown in the Lock. This guy belongs in Vegas. The odds of him drawing 4 of these Thieves on the first round and 4 Drown in the Locks on the second round, unfathomably unlikely. I could do the math. It's probably like a 1 in... I would guess about a 1 in 1,000. So that was a very... You know, that was a match that you can't really... what's the word I'm looking for? It's just so unlikely that he draws like that. I don't know. Like 4 Drown in the Locks. It's almost like he has 16 of them in his deck or something. Like, that's how unlikely it is for him to draw 4 of those that soon. So really weird. Okay, yeah. So although I lost the last match, it didn't feel like a loss. It just felt like, you know, standard waste of time kind of game where it just didn't matter. If he's going to draw like that, I just have no choice but to lose. And we can fairly assume we're up against Rogue Mill again. That's basically the only deck in the format. Oh my, what? It's not? Now this is rare. You don't see this. You basically just don't see this anymore, so we'll see what happens here. He's just gonna get back this Deathless Knight. He's playing some, what is this deck called? I can't remember. But yeah, I don't know what this deck's called, but yeah, I'm well aware of what it does and how it goes. Luckily we do have answers to the Underworld Dreams, just not immediate answers. Too bad Drana can't get back Croc, so that would be really cool. Yeah, the Peer into the Abyss deck. Guess what it's called, something like that. We do have a Rankle though, so that's nice. I guess we go ahead and play Drana here. She's not super useful because everything is legendary. But it does stop his attack. I'm sure he's got removal for it. Is it just me, or have they been printing a lot of really strong removal recently? It just, you see several really cheap, really nice spells in every set, pretty much. I think Agonize and Remorse here is the right choice, or I get him to sack that Tiamat. Yeah, let's get him to sack the Tiamat, Tamaret. I'm sure he's going to remove this as well. Yes, I know the format has so much removal in the whatever. Okay, Deathless Knight is back. We'll do the swing. We'll do the sack. I think we do the discard too. I really need a red mana for this discard to be worthwhile, honestly. He's just going to discard the same creature. Yeah, let's just do the sack. Yeah, this is pretty unlikely. I just really need to draw a land at this point. Not a whole lot I can do here. Unless I do. Okay, that's good. Okay, we will go ahead and I think we Elspeth the Underworld Dreams. Let's get rid of that threat. Hopefully he doesn't top deck a land. We're in pretty bad shape here. Yeah, we're in really bad shape. That helps, but actually it's quite terrible. Guess I'll just do it. Gets him to draw a card. And if he has another Deathless Knight, I'm just dead. I'm just dead to about anything, actually. Quite unfortunate. Yeah, nearly anything he plays will kill me. And he's got a full grip, so it's not what I expected at all, but okay. I understand the play. I'm just not sure that it's actually useful. I guess we play Terror of the Peaks here. I'm 100% sure he's going to remove it. Yeah, this is over. We're done here. I'll let him play it out. We'll see if he's actually got it. He does seem to be struggling to find the finisher, so we do have that going for us. That doesn't really help. I think oh god, everything in his hand kills me. He's just playing another game. He's got so many Garys. Alright, well, not a whole lot we can do about that. I think here we drop all the overpriced stuff that we never get to play anyway. So we got 6 slots. And I think we do some exiling with Epic Downfall. I feel like that's pretty good against his deck. And we'll get some card advantage, True Love's Kiss type stuff going on. And probably Tormod's Crypt. Yeah, we'll throw that in there. And I guess I'll put in maybe... I don't know. Actually, somewhat of a tough choice. I'll just throw in a Cling to Dust. We'll see how it goes. I'm honestly not expecting to win this matchup. It's a pretty tough one. Okay. Well, oh god, I didn't realize my lands were 2 mountains. I just saw the 2 Agonizing Remorses and was like, yay! So I clicked too fast there, but luckily we drew a Fabled Passage. Alright. So he's going to take an Agonizing Remorse, of course, because why wouldn't he? And let's see, did we get rid of the removal? No, Underworld Dreams is fine. Tamaret kind of shuts down all our stuff, but I think I just get rid of some of the removal. He's just got so much. We'll get rid of a Murderous Rider. And goodbye, True Love's Kiss. Of course, he's going to take that. Why wouldn't he? Also, I can't play it, so it doesn't matter a whole lot. Oh, he took the Necropanther. A little surprised. Did not expect him to take that. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some of that white mana that we're going to need. He knows I have this exile, so he can just hold off until he gets me to discard. His true love's kiss, so he doesn't necessarily have to play the Underworld Dreams. However, we don't have much going on. I think one of the best things we got going on here is just getting rid of these Murderous Riders right off. That way we can actually play cards, but he still has even more removal with the Erebos' intervention. Endless removal. Hopefully we can drop top deck a Plains. That's not a Plains. Let's give him something to kill with Erebos' intervention. He can't quite yet, but if he plays one more land, he can. So this could be pretty good for us. He doesn't have the land. Okay, we are in business, boys. We are in business. Go ahead and send the Kenrith. And I think the play here is just to go ahead and... Oh, what? Why can't I do this? I have black mana. I have 4 more. Oh, I don't have a target. He agonized. Okay, I thought I had the Necropanther. I don't have the Necropanther. I can draw a card with Bonder's Enclave, though. Yeah, let's just end the turn here. Let him have his go. See what he does. There is the mana that he needed for the intervention. Which he is not playing. Do we draw? I feel like, yeah, I guess we have multiple ways to draw. I don't have blue mana. Why is it like saying I can do that? Whatever, we'll just do it. We'll just do this. Very nice. Yeah. There is a Necropanther. We could just play it, which is okay. And he's going to block, which is somewhat surprising to me. Is this instant? Oh, it is instant. I'm a noob. Can confirm. So if he -3s it, then it's going to die. I suppose this is okay. I can play some combat tricks of my own. Well, after combat tricks. Get rid of this guy. I should have gained 5 life there. Sort of a mistake. I thought I had mana to do other things, but misinterpreted something. Epic Downfall. I think we keep that. And we're just going to have to play the Necropanther as it is. Not much use otherwise. Just a plain old 3/3. Yeah, I think this guy's got to come out. I wanted to test him, get some... Oh, okay. That actually served a really nice purpose of getting rid of some of the removal in his hand. So not bad there. Don't need this Epic Downfall. It is epic bad at the moment. But if he plays something like one of the Deathless Knights, it's not so bad. Yep, that's game. So I probably could have won that if I just drew another Plains. Yeah, I've got some things to sort out in this deck if I want it to be a little better. I underestimated the Underworld Dreams and the Nyx Lotus and all of that. Nyx Lotus with Underworld Dreams is pretty interesting. But yeah, maybe Revoke Existence would have been better there because I could have actually played it. So yeah, we're taking out the Necropanthers. He is definitely not all that useful. We'll just take them all out. And that does allow us to put in some other cool stuff. I could put in like something like Alseid, because he's pretty solid for protecting our boys. And he's got some lifelink. And it is something I can get back with Lurrus over and over to protect Lurrus, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I might just... I don't know, I feel like this deck is quite janky at the moment. It is definitely quite janky. There is no doubt about that. Yeah, let's just throw in a couple of these guys, see if it sorts out the deck any. Or maybe, you know, we'll just do one, and I feel like I need another land. So is there some land that I could put in? Maybe even another Temple of Triumph. However, I don't own one, and I don't want to spend cards on just that. I don't want to spend my wild card on a Temple of Triumph. It's just such a garbage card. So maybe I guess I'll just put in one of these, which feels also pretty bad. Not my favorite type of lands. But we're definitely a little short on the lands. I felt it that time. If I can get plenty of mana, I've got ways to draw cards. Okay, not bad. We got some removal. Not my favorite hand, but we'll have to make do. Let's see what we're up against here. This thing is not too bad. Really, I'm going to get something out of it. So we'll get rid of the Elspeth Conquers. I feel like that's going to be the most devastating in the long run. Might cycle this Triome. You know, I need the mana. And it's a nice set of colors, but also I'm running out of action. So cycle it, get through the deck a little. Soon we'll draw mana. Okay, well this is a little unprecedented. Maybe I should have kept the Triome. I just have a lot of removal that I don't really need. So what does this thing have? It's CMC 4 or less, so he can't hit. Well, it is any permanent though. There's that crag that we put in, which is actually nice. However, we're letting him ramp up. It's got 4 new cards that I haven't seen. It's pretty safe to assume 1 or 2 of those is lands, but then he could have anything else. Where are your Planeswalkers at? I'm expecting to see Planeswalkers. Okay, we're going to do this before playing anything else, because I want to know what he's holding. Just not seeing any creatures in the deck, really. Now, it's, he's holding an Opt or something? A Neutralize? Okay. Well, I'm actually pretty happy to get rid of Counterspell. That's probably what I would have picked anyway. But now I don't get to see his hand. So that was the point of that, I suppose. Okay, so anything we play here is going to get countered or removed. Terror of the Peaks is the nice play. Let's do it. We have ways to bring him back. I think it'll be alright. Cool. Being that we're sitting at 5 mana, oh, and then he gets to draw a bunch. Kroxa is nice. Let's go ahead and do the Kroxa. Is he going to toss a land? No, he tossed the Apparition. The one thing I knew about. So he seems to be in a mode where he really doesn't want me to know what he has in his hand. Now this is obviously not worth countering or anything, but it will give me some value later. This card is better than it seems. It's permanent. If it was only creatures, it wouldn't be that great, but given that I can get rid of any permanent, I really like this Skyclave Apparition. And he discarded an Ominous Seas, which would really be a pain point for me, so I'm glad he discarded it. So I'm not sure what his deck is, other than it seems to be an Ominous Seas and then draw a bunch, except he discarded his Ominous Seas, so now I'm just really confused. You discarded your 1 kill card. Okay. Can't really play much here except Rise to Glory, which I think we'll go ahead and do. Get back the Terror of the Peaks. looks like he's going to go ahead and allow that. I'm going to swing with this Life's Bounty guy and get our 1 life. 1 little chunk of life. The Banishing Light. Okay. That actually doesn't do a whole lot because we can just give it protection. Protection from white. So maybe he's got a second one. Maybe that's the point here. But he can't do it this turn. Because this now has protection from white. So we will see. What does he have? He's got no shortage of cards in the hand, but he seems to be having trouble getting them. Go ahead and swing here. I could actually play Elspeth and kill the Banishing Light, but it just doesn't matter too much at this point. I think we're going to go ahead and do the Kroxa. This kind of stinks because I have to get rid of Alcide, which is something I could get back with Elspeth. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Assume he's going to kill Terror of the Peaks or Kroxa. Or counter Kroxa. We'll see. I don't know. He's got to do something, though. I've got him kind of in a pickle. I think he made a massive mistake. Oh, so I get to hit something. I think I just hit... You know, I kind of assume he's going to shatter the sky, so I think I'm just going to send the pain right into the brain. And he discarded an Essence Scatter. Yeah, he's definitely got to shatter the sky, without a doubt at this point. So I made the right choice by hitting him for 6. He's going to kill his wall anyway. Next level plays, guys. That's what you subscribe for. Let's see what we got on top. Fabled Passage. Don't really need that. I don't know, I kind of want it to get more cards in the yard, though. Alright, and as much as I want to play Elspeth and hit that Banishing Light, I'm not going to. I mean, the Banishing Light doesn't matter. It's getting the Terror of the Peaks back in 2 turns. That's nice. I could draw with Castle Lockthwain, but I would take a whole chunk of damage. Yeah, the whole point of keeping the Fabled Passage is just another thing I can dump into the yard easily for Kroxa. I'm not sure if it matters, though. Maybe I should have sifted to the bottom. So now he's got a Baneslayer Angel, which is somewhat scary. But we have saved this Elspeth just for this day. So let's go ahead and do this first, just to make sure we have as much mana as possible in case he says counter unless you pay 2 or something like that. Do we need red? Do we need white? Well, I think we need more black mana in this case. So this is the optimal play here. If he lets this through, then great. If not, we have other options, other ways of killing it. Okay. So we'll go ahead and start just putting the grasp on this sucker. And this is actually pretty good because these Myers Grasp will end up in the yard and I can bring back Kroxa. That Shark Typhoon is a problem, though. Pretty big problem, really. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I think we play... How many cards do I have in here? I have... Okay, I have to get rid of the Terror of the Peaks. I guess it doesn't matter anymore. I don't have a way of actually getting it back, so... Whatever. He's worth it. It's worth it for the Crocs. This also makes him discard, which is super handy. No, he's got the Essence Scatter, and he's got the little guy there. Okay, we'll play the Unknown Shores. And we'll pass turn here. Unknown Shores is pretty much in here for Kenrith. That's the only real purpose of it. And this might be over. It's really hard to do anything once a Shark Typhoon's in play, because every little thing he does is just going to get him more creatures, and I am running out of gas. That helps a ton. Is he going to counter it, though? You know, we have to go for it. We just have to. Hopefully he doesn't have a counter, but if he does, we're pretty much done. Oh, he doesn't. That gets rid of the Shark Typhoon. Oh, this came in clutch. You know, I was considering not having this in the deck, but it just came in so clutch in this particular match. Sort of an odd case, but getting rid of all his permanents is big right now. Really big. Alright, we'll go ahead and pass. We want to save this Triumph for getting it in the graveyard for Crocs. Why don't you just play... If he just played these Ominous Seas, it'd be so over. So, I don't understand. There is a Kenrith. That is quite good at this point, too. We'll go ahead and play that. I don't think he has a counter. And in that case, I'm going to go ahead and play this Triumph. So now I can just keep bringing Croxa back with Kenrith and just wreck his hand for days. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. Hopefully we find some removal for that. That is not removal. Whatever, I'm playing one. Just to get it out of my hand. Literally just to get it out of my hand. Because I want it in the yard for Croxa. Yeah, he probably thinks I made a mistake or something. But no, it was actually intentional. A very weird play, yes, but intentional nonetheless. And I also get to draw for cheaper, so that's kind of good too. Okay, Rankle's pretty good here. We're going to do the discard. Cool. Discarding is pretty good for me right now. I've got Croxa. I've got tons of draw as long as I'm low. I can draw for cheap. So I think I might... he has a lot of these. They don't seem to be too useful for him. He might as well have held it, though, honestly. Or at the Grave is quite good right now. I think I can give him... Well, I've only got Croxa, so I guess it's not that great. But it's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and play this, see what we got on top. A Temple of Malice, no thank you. Yeah, I think we just send here. Do I risk giving him an answer? I think so. Let's hit the full control button. Yeah, full control, view browser. Because I want to draw before I do that. That way I don't lose as much life. I've already played one of those. I don't have double black to play Drana. Yeah, I do. Oh, just gotta go to main. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. Drana's not, I don't know, Drana's been pretty iffy. I have a lot of legends in the deck, and it's often that she can't do much. It's a Crystalline Giant, hopefully it doesn't get hexproof. Oh wait, Drana is a cleric. I didn't realize that. That's pretty good. Okay, Fabled Passage, activate. Let's keep getting stuff in the yard here. I guess we'll get another source of red at this point. And he's done. Very, very nice. Alright, well I think the pretty obvious choice here is we play some of these. Epic Downfall might not be too bad either. I don't think Glass Casket's too good against this guy. Mire's Grasp is a little bit iffy as well. Of course, Fissure Wizard is pretty terrible too. And Shadow the Sky is not super great, so we'll go like that. Not sure how I feel about this hand. I guess I'll keep it. Not super happy with it, to be honest, but we got a Revoke Existence, we got a Rankle, we got a Shadow the Sky. Definitely some potential here. And now we have an Agonizing Remorse. We got plenty of red. If that was like a swamp, I might keep it. Now we got plenty. I think all lands go to the bottom at this point. Really only want 5 mana here. I should have took out the Massacre Worm. It's not actually that great. Okay, we're going to play this because he might have the counter unless you pay 1. And if he does, we can now pay it. Oh, he's going to cycle the Neutralize. Alright. Okay, we've got a way to get rid of that Banishing Light. Not a big deal. Probably the biggest threat is this Archon. Nah, we have a way to kill that too. I guess we get rid of the Thirst for Meaning, or the Neutralize. Reduce his number of counters. Probably always good. I sort of want to grab white mana here, but I actually really need the swamp if I want to play Rankle right away. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go ahead and send the Rankle in. Because he's going to Banishing Light it, of course, and then I can revoke the Banishing Light. Which turns out to be pretty epic. He discarded an Omen, that's fine. We are going to do, hey, everybody discard, and everybody lose life, draw a card. I've got this Massacre Worm, which is just perfect for discarding. And maybe even Shatter the Sky, but I want to save the Shatter for the Archon of Sun's Grace, which he will inevitably try to do some shenanigans with. And Massacre Worm is a nice ReAnimator target. Alright, there we go. That's an enchantment. Isn't it? No, it's not an enchantment. He does have a Shatter the Sky, which I don't like. Let's see if we can bait him into playing some things here. With a Shatter the Sky of our own. He discarded a Sublime Epiphany? This guy's weird, man. His choices are extremely questionable. Alright, very well. I think we're just going to go ahead and do this because we have the mana. It hurts a little bit, but I don't think we're going to get all that low that quickly. That was a good draw. Having all this enchantment removal is super good. He only has 2 mana, so he has potentially Essence Scatter, or the thing that says counter unless you pay 1, I can't remember the name of. So now is actually a pretty good time for this Shatter the Sky. Hopefully he doesn't also play Negate. I'm guessing he does not. This forces his hand. Well, it gets rid of all of that, which is really nice. Yeah, if he had something, he would have done it. Okay. I kill even more of your creatures. Fine with me. There is the... Oh, perfect. Now we got even cooler things to kill. Oh, that's a beautiful top deck. And, okay, well, we have some decent choices here. I think we get rid of the Elspeth. That's probably the most annoying of those cards. Because I've got some big boys that I want to be stomping the board with real soon. Onto Inversion. I don't think we need this. I'd rather have something else. I'm basically just going to play it as a land. I might actually hold it at this point. But I'm not too worried about his shenanigans at this point. If I top deck a land, I will get this Rankle back and swing with it and discard that land. Well, so much for that plan. But we do have this absolute madness bad boy. I think we play the Terror of the Peaks first. Thwart the Grave, yes please. And let's go ahead and get our Rankle back. I think this is the play. I can't swing with Rankle right away, but I can do some damage. Yeah, I can swing with Rankle right away because I can do this. Here is the plan, guys. Do 3 damage here. Swing with Rankle. Now if he blocks Rankle, his creature dies anyway. So I'll take that trade. But even so, even if I don't take the trade, I will say, you, sir, must sack and lose life, draw a card, sure. Yeah, I want the trade. I'm forcing the trade. Knowing he has this acid scatter is pretty big. He's going to counter Mirage. Yeah, let's do it though. We want another creature in the yard anyway. So let's get that out of his hand. Because this Thwart the Grave can be big. We can get back this Minotaur, Warrior. Okay, that was pretty big. Yikes. Sublime Epiphany. Ugh, that card is detrimental. That was not what I was hoping for. Okay, this is actually really good. Really, 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 really good. Like clutch. Clutch Remorse here. Fair enough, but not so fair. Because now I can get back some insanity. Oh my god, this is crazy. I think I just get the 2 big boys. Just screw it, man. You better have a Shatter of the Sky, because I'm about to shatter your face. Yeah, I'm just going full aggressive. I'm going Madman here. Well, he does get to Scry. That gives him a pretty good shot at finding what he needs, and I guess he was happy with it. Okay. He's digging. He needs a Shadow of the Sky. That's his only winning card at this point. And maybe he got it? Nope. Alright, good times with the ReAnimator deck, eh? Okay, you know, I didn't even think of this, but Thwart the Grave, and this guy being a warrior, makes it even better. Pretty expensive stuff, but nice value if you can get it out. And if I had something like Kenrith in play, I could give the haste. Wow. Well, I guess I'm decently happy with how this deck performed for what it is. For being a Jank Storm, I did manage to get some work in and do some damage, so that was pretty cool. Well, that is this ReAnimator so far. It's in an interesting place. It worked surprisingly well, but it's also like really, really delicate deck that can be... I don't know, I do feel like it has a way to handle about anything that's going on. It has board resets, it has exile, it has Waney Hate, it has late game stability, it has card draw, it has a lot of stuff. It's sort of a control deck. It's like control ReAnimator. So I don't know, I just found those matches pretty interesting. Hope you did too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment. See you guys in the next one. Matt from MTG Ownage, out.